This show is created by participants of the World Music Café social enterprise, with project partners Multicultural Futures and United in Diversity. It is part of the Multicultural Enterprise Development Project that assists people of migrant and refugee backgrounds using a collaborative social enterprise business model to enhance employability skills, provide local work experience, and build new community connections. The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 shifted the focus of the enterprise training from live events to a digital media show. Welcome to the World Music Café, celebrating cultural diversity and social connection through food and music. On this show, we meet Iranian musician Esfandiar who talks about his Persian culture and his musical journey since arriving in Australia. And joining Ezzy is classical musician Basir Kamhushi. And together they play some traditional Persian music. We also meet our dynamic kitchen crew, Hoda and Rivka, who share their passion for a fusion of Middle Eastern flavors. We meet some of the World Music Café team and hear from some of the amazing musicians performing in the World Music Café shows.
So we've just done the World Music Café here at the Gosnells Bowling Club. This is the first one, the launch tonight, and we had a great night. It's good to give a voice to many different cultures that aren't out there in the mainstream, and there's some fantastic musicians living amongst us that we don't get to hear.
Tonight we performed a hu. The two songs is called Xi Hu Chun and Wang Chun Feng. They are made in China. Personally, I feel that it's really important to have this show because it's multicultural and you can learn more throughout the show.
Tonight's very important for us because we'd like to support the World Music Café. Music is always very important to people, to bring them together and to bring joy and happiness to the community. Perth needs a lot of cultural infusion and to bring people together to show that all of their cultures are respected and that everybody is valued.
I play the guitar. This is Gurpreet Singh, he plays the tabla, and Wayan plays the bass. It's unique because it doesn't happen very often. It's not a very common thing. It's very rare that you get different musical cultures all coming together at the same place to do a concert. When was the last time that happened in Perth? It's very rare.
Hi, I'm Stella from Crystal Jade, and I'm from China, Beijing, and I've migrated to Australia when I was 10. So I'm playing the Chinese dulcimer, or it's called the yangqin. Actually originated in Persia around 500 years ago. It sort of like made its way to China, and since then it's been modified by the Chinese. So we have our own version of the dulcimer. So the dulcimer has around 144 strings, so tuning it is actually a pain, but but it's cool. It's a cool instrument, and unlike some of the Chinese instruments that's pentatonic, so the dulcimer is actually chromatic, so I can switch different keys. Yeah, it's actually quite convenient.
I play bamboo flute. and it's very, it's very traditional Chinese instrument. We enjoy it very much. I've never expect I live in Australia can play Chinese music and like this. So thank you everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to can play Chinese things.
An exciting part of the World Music Café has been the friendships that have formed amongst the team.
Come on, can you please show me now the tree?
Shall I remind you?
Can you show me garden now today?
Yeah.
Love it. What is a tree?
This is a carob, which we say in Hebrew, charov.
Okay.
And you say?
Charnub.
Charnub. Charov and charnub. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh, Rivka, have a look, it's beautiful.
See how the languages are so close, isn't it? Charnub, charov.
Yeah.
So I planted that tree, and it reminds me very much of my childhood, as it was planted in Israel, in all kinds of places. It's extremely strong, resilient tree. It grows everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And as children, we used to pick the fruits, the pods.
Yes.
And we used to, snap on them for hours because, a little bit of sweetness in it.
Because me, I am eating this when you have, same stick.
Yeah, yeah.
And also I'm using, this syrup.
Yes.
I'll eat it the same also.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing garden. Everything is nice.
Yeah, especially in that season, autumn, it's beautiful. The colors and everything is...
I am very lucky.
I feel the same actually, we weren't, we couldn't have done it if we weren't in Australia, really.
Yes, and also from, this from Music Café. This why is very nice when, when I meet you and I have a nice team now. It's also the relationship between
in Israel, we looked at each other across the fence.
Fence.
Yeah.
Now, no fence here.
No fence here, no fence here, exactly.
No relationship between together.
Yeah. And that's...
and everything.
Yeah,
it's very good. It's nice.
That's the World Music Café who took fences away. And it's actually allowed people to meet and enjoy and do music and to connect instead of separate.
And also you can eat, different food.
Eat! I'm always forward for that.
The World Music Café events are coordinated by a diverse team of participants in the social enterprise.
I study at TAFE. I like about World Music Café is they are showing every country and culture.
I came to know World Music Café from my classmates. I would want to learn and study and improve my English more, and then I have more experience.
Whenever I attended the meetings, it felt as if my horizon was expanding, that I could communicate with people more and expand more to the world. I hope I can contribute more.
I wish World Music Café always will be amazing in the future.
My hope of World Music Café is become big business. Yes, thank you.
Hello, my name is Esfandiar and I'm an Iranian musician who migrated to Australia about 7 years ago. My interest always was around world music. When I moved to Australia, I was lucky to find right people who I was connected with. Working with Tara, I liked it very much because Tara has her own character in music. She expresses herself in music in her own way. I can bring my own interpretation of music from my background and whatever I want at the moment. So it's very joyful working with her. And it's been great in World Music Café. We played in a show and it was very joyful, great atmosphere, great audience. In my home country, I played with a band called Mastan, and the singer is called Homay. We got banned performing in Iran for 8 years, and that was kind of a starting point of touring around the world. When I arrived to Australia, I tried to find musicians through community, because that's the way I like to do that, instead of promoting myself through internet and media, which I'm not good at it. So I went to culture and I met John Cope, and I asked him, I'm new here and please introduce me to other musicians. He introduced me to one of the great musicians here, Mark Kane, and East Winds started from there. We started playing music in the community. One of the greatest outcome of East Winds was working with Musica Viva and playing in schools, doing shows for students, which is a fantastic experience. The other band I play with is called Kohija, and it's a Persian jazz band. Kate Pass, she's a double bass player and the leader of the band, a lovely musician, and it's been a great experience playing with those musicians, exploring that part of the music, jazz, which I always wanted to explore, and now playing my own music, Iranian music, with jazz, it's just a fantastic experience.
My name is Asadullah. I played Dambura tonight. It is very old profession, our culture. It is made for many centuries ago in Afghanistan, a city called Bamyan. On that time, the Buddhist people lived there. A few years ago, it was destroyed by Taliban. On that time, a man made dambura from mulberry tree. Before that, people used the dambura for the string from the goat skin. After 1 century, the people made from horse tail. Now the people using fishing line. I like to play and make happiness for the people. Therefore, I came to play and show my culture for another people. I hope they enjoy it.
World Music Café presents Recipes from the Heart, sharing stories of food and flavors from around the world.
Roasted koek or grilled cake is a traditional staple cooked as part of a barbecue in the Karoo, a semi-desert area in South Africa. From that vast desert expanse to our Western Australian desert country, roasted koek and damper have a lot in common, but the smells and tastes always takes me back to my childhood.
Check out the World Music Café website for details.
Come on, show me what you're doing.
I do it now, eggplant or salad with, it's veggie, everything inside. Look, this now is...
The seeds are good for the salad or
yes,
not?
all right, because it's not old one. It's
yeah.
Because it's a younger. Yes, fresh.
So you choose it younger, you weigh the eggplant before to make sure that it's not too heavy. So that's how you choose the eggplant, right?
Yeah. Did you have any idea about the eggplant before?
Of course. I mean, we are, in the same kind of neighborhood.
Yeah,
the same things growing and here and there.
But when you buy this eggplant, sign before and just now. If you have inside seed, it's not nice.
While I was cooking in Australia, it's funny, but I discovered a few things. First, eggplants in Australia are never bitter. Did you have in Lebanon bitter eggplants? And remember, what we used to do is actually to put salt and to make it sweat, and then we use it because many of them were bitter. And when I came to Australia, I figured out that they are never bitter. So that was,
This why in my country uses one is not heavy. When you heavy, this make it tasty better.
Yeah, that's because they are old and the seeds are coming inside.
This why, and here in Australia different because she's maybe everything is
the soil is probably different. Comes from the soil. Beautiful. Looks so fresh and so lovely.
and put the parsley and...
Lovely. The parsley, actually, did you know that it's from my garden?
Really?
Yeah.
And now this here.
This is lemon juice. No, tomatoes. Yeah. You know what you do here is presenting it differently from what I would do. I would actually put it in a layer and then build it up, and on top put something, and then the person itself will be mixing it.
Okay.
You know, so that's part of the experience of, eating. It's looking great, really. So beautiful.
Nice.
So did you have lemon juice? No, not
yes,
yet. You had lemon juice?
I have put lemon juice, and now this vinegar, last thing.
Yeah.
But just you give me, tasty, nice.
So you don't use alcoholic vinegar?
No.
No. That's because...
Not just because I
because of the Muslim? No.
Muslim? No, still this is better when you have everything, not have any inside. And that one now done.
So lovely. So you had cut and burned eggplants and then peeled and cut, and then you added tomato, parsley, some garlic, lemon juice, some capsicum, some cherry vinegar, and yeah, that's about it. Did you put chili in it?
Yes,
a little bit of fresh chili.
If you like,
that looks amazing, amazing. That's beautiful. Oh, pomegranate, my favorite. Oh, it's so lovely. Do you use a lot of pomegranate in Lebanon?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also use it, this from sauce.
Yeah. Pomegranate molasses. Yeah. I use it as well.
Yeah.
That's an autumn fruit, so it's just fresh. You don't have it all year round, so.
Yes, my country always uses this fresh. You can keep it also from season another season.
Yeah, really, you told me about it. I didn't know about it.
You can use it as
so the peel actually comes very hard, but inside it's still good.
Yes.
It's a very long shelf life.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I never did it.
Yeah.
Never did it.
I have finished my dish now. If you like it, try
beautiful,
it.
Hodele. Beautiful.
See how tasty. If you will.
Of course.
We are done.
Well, when people come later on, we'll serve them for them to try. I'm sure it's great.
And you can now start your dish if you like. Show me how you do it.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Okay.
Really perfect.
Today I'm sitting here with another musician from Iran, Basir, who just migrated to Australia recently, and I'm very excited I got to know him. And I just leave it to him to talk more about his music.
Thank you, Esfandiar. My name is Basir Khamshi, and I arrived in Australia 6 months ago. I played with Tehran Symphonic Orchestra and other music ensembles. I used to play with different singers, traditional and also pop singers in Iran. And since arriving in Australia, I'm looking forward to be able to play music and continue my work here also.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We're excited too.
Esfandiar, can you tell us about your instruments?
So one of the instruments I play is called ney. It's made from sugar cane, and it's a very traditional Iranian flute. Since I moved to Australia, I started playing it more with bands, and this instrument mainly became my connection to lots of people. So I can say through my instrument, actually I met lots of people and I started working with them. So as you can see, it's a very simple instrument and very difficult to make, to get the right sound out of it. But as you see, there is a very thin plastic on top of the instrument as a mouthpiece. I need to put the mouthpiece between my teeth and control the air with my tongue, the pressure, and make the different pitches, the high pitch, the low pitch, with the pressure of my tongue and the amount of air I blow into my instrument. So I can show you.
پس میخوام من شروع کنم با کشیده و شما بیاین تو.
The World Music Café. It's part of the Multicultural Enterprise Development Project in association with the Metropolitan Migrant Resource Center and Multicultural Futures and our community partner, United in Diversity.
We are so excited about World Music Café. WA is such a diverse place, and World Music Café gives us an opportunity for us to share that diversity in a positive way and show what culture has to offer. It's just and it's a fun night out for everybody.
United in Diversity is a community partner for World Music Café. World Music Café is a really important enterprise development program because it is training migrants and refugees to run a collective enterprise. It's training them in all aspects of project management, budget, financial management, and all aspects of running an enterprise. And our hope is that this can lead to self-reliance and employment outcomes for all of them.
First of all, we're delighted to be in partnership with Multicultural Futures. Tonight's event is a great example of a successful social enterprise in action. Everyone's having a great time, but the real success for this and the story behind it is that people are being trained, getting business skills, getting work experience, and the experience of working in their own collective enterprise.
Hello, my name is Momina Gholami. I'm from Afghanistan, but I lived in Pakistan. I joined in the second and third event of World Music Café, and I was as a customer service and I helped in marketing, and I feel that many changes comes on me. Because at the beginning I couldn't understand what people are talking about. Now I feel being with people with different culture, with different accent, comes lots of improvement on me. Thank you.
Show me what you want to do today.
Well, I'm doing something which is soka. Usually, you know, in Lebanon and Israel, we eat chickpea in a certain way, in hummus and in cooking. This is a different way of using chickpea. It's a chickpea flour. And I'm going to do something which is eaten in south of France, but also in north of Italy and also in South America. Different names. One place they call it faina, the other place they call it soka. It's actually served as street food, which is a very good street food as it's actually very nourishing. And it's vegan as well. Okay. So what I'm having here is 1 cup of chickpea flour.
Yes, it's good. You give me now how you do this now.
And then I add 1 cup of water.
All right.
And I mix it very well. I mix it very well and let it stay overnight. So it's actually fermenting.
Okay.
So I'm putting the heat on, and I will wait till the pan is really hot, as it's very important for the soca on the hot pan, because we don't want it to be cooked. We want it to be kind of on, like we do pita bread, on a really high temperature.
You can put in the oven? Can you do it?
Yes, you can bake it, but then you probably need to make it a bit thicker.
Okay.
Otherwise it gets too dry, I think. I found that this way works really well, and it's quick. You can do it when people are coming, just cut it and do again and again and again, as much as you need.
Fresh and hot.
Yes, and I think, frying stuff are always a bit more tastier, than baking.
Yeah, seen an olive oil.
Yeah, especially with good olive oil. See, the bubbles are coming?
Yep.
The bubbles are coming, that's exactly what we want. I'm putting the sesame on top. And when I flip it, it will be fried on the other side.
It's nice smell.
Nice smell, and it looks nice, the yellow and the black sesame. I chose the black sesame just because of aesthetic reasons, no other reasons, really. Normal sesame is good as well.
Oh.
See? Oh. It looks really, really nice. It's like a pancake, but it's a different version of a pancake.
Yeah. When you put za'atar now?
Later on, I'll put it there. When you go to south of France, they roll it and put it in a paper, and people go and eat it while they're walking on the street.
Same as sandwich.
It's a sandwich, exactly.
Okay. But not use it, same Lebanese bread, put za'atar inside.
Exactly. Yeah. It's funny how this dish traveled all over the world, for Argentina, in South America, Syria, south of France, north of Italy, Israel now. They do it in a more kind of, version of fusion. They use this thing and do omelets for the mornings. This way, omelette for vegan people.
Okay.
So they mix it with vegetables and mushroom and all kind of stuff, and you can get it for breakfast in Israel. Za'atar is actually a certain thyme, that grows only in Israel and Syria and Lebanon. We don't have it in Australia for this reason or another. And a little bit of more olive oil, and voila, let's eat. Voila. It's actually from French.
Yeah, this one I'm asking when you...
You know about French, The French people were in Lebanon for a long time.
I give you now this plate you can put here.
Yeah.
Put this side and it is better. Look like nice. Oh. Yes, you want share now after.
Yeah.
When you finish.
So, shall we take it to the balcony and enjoy it? Here we go.
Everyone.
Masterpiece for the two ladies.
Yes. You can everyone now taste, from Israel dish and from Lebanese dish.
Well, it's not, you know what, if you look at it, it could be vice versa.
Yes.
This could be Israeli and this could be Lebanon. It's so easy mixed up,
Come on, my dear.
Come on, let's go and enjoy it. Yeah.
بعد تو میگم دل بر جان از حوصله کار بگیر بعدم بوره تار دارم چه بین چه گفتار دارم بعدم بوره یاز رگی ببین چه رفتار دارم از تو رو می نمایی خنده کدمی آیی نقشد کشم بعد بار از بس که خوش نمایی لب دریا نیداره دختر جان پیکی داره هر دو چشمای دختر یک لک دلار بیداره هر دو چشمای دختر یک لک دلار بیداره